Her appointment to the position of Prime Minister took the country by surprise.
They never expected that he would maybe take such a decision.
Some despised her,
Many things are going to change.
while others believed in her.
Most of us have the potential which is hidden, but all we need is to be given an opportunity.
And slightly more than 100 days later, those that believed in her may have had a point. Not only was Robinah Nabbanja made to fit into the shoes of these gentlemen, she was made to walk in them.
Let us arise to welcome
As the first female Prime Minister of Uganda since independence.
Hand over report of the Prime Minister Emeritus.
It is a role she officially assumed on 22nd June 2021, taking over from Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda. This was just a day after taking oath at Kololo Independence Grounds.
I, Nabbanja Robinah, swear in the name of the Almighty God that I shall faithfully exercise the functions of Prime Minister of Uganda.
Expectations of her from both the public and the appointing authority were just high.
Very straightforward. When we were having the by-election in Bunyoro, there were some people where their eyes were not looking straight. Are you looking forward or you are looking? But Nabbanja, very, very, very straightforward.
With this kind of optimism, it was timely that she picked her bags, hit the road to embark on the new assignment. Fighting corruption and improving service delivery have since been top on her menu.
I'm also refusing the blankets. The blankets to go back to Kampala and we buy better things.
Nabbanja's rejection of substandard relief items delivered to Kasese flood victims was just in line with her advocacy for quality service.
People are whispering here, those are donations. No, if they are donations and they think they can dump here in Uganda, let us reject those bad quality donations.
Office of the Prime Minister is a government ministry through which leadership of the ministers under the executive arm of government is provided. The Prime Minister is the leader of government business in Parliament, established by the Constitution of Uganda under Article 108, commonly known as OPM, as per its acronym. The office is made up of various directorates, including strategic coordination and implementation, monitoring and evaluation. Others are the Directorate of Disaster Preparedness, Management and Refugees, Special Programs for Northern Uganda, Karamoja, Luero, Rwenzori and Teso Sub-Regions Affairs.
A Prime Minister's office is mandated to finance all calamities in the country.
Quite big shoes that Robinah Nabbanja is fitting in day by day. Her recent visit to the Central District of Kayunga is clear portrayal of how most people in Uganda describe her, down to earth. She was here to assess the extent of rising water levels on Lake Victoria, Seziwa and Nile rivers, when there was no other immediate available means of transport. She took a motorcycle, commonly known as Boda Boda. This she did so she could see and feel for herself the plight of the people here.
I saw the whole Right Honorable Prime Minister of this country get on a Bajaj to go and execute a mission. And I think that's the kind of heart that we must have. And Ugandans must learn to pray for their leaders.
But what explains this commitment, flexibility, and being so down to earth? It is something that has a bearing on her early life and career.
Abaagala ebitiibwa babeere mu ofiisi naye nze nja kujjanga manye ebizibu by'abantu biri luddawa.
This commitment has seen her steer the cabinet to the satisfaction of both members of parliament and cabinet ministers.
And she's ready to take on the mafias, and I think that is the kind of character that we need. It is all upon our government now to make sure that they support the Right Honourable Robinah Nabbanja, give her the necessary security.
We have been working together on so many issues relating to the parish model. So she's not a person that sleeps on the job.
I have a constituent who has consistently sent messages to me saying that I wish all leaders were like Right Honourable Robinah Nabbanja.
As to whether she has stepped on any toes, knowingly or unknowingly, it is none of her business. All that she gives priority to is quality service.
We want to account for every penny that is given in service to our people. 3, we need to really be transparent.
Recent reports in the print media associated her with nepotism and lack of cooperation with fellow cabinet members. But none of these will stop her from doing what she feels is constitutionally right.
And now my advice to the Prime Minister has been turned around to reflect a lot of insinuation and many lies have been added on it. It is very disappointing for the Observer newspaper to have come up with all those publications which are really unprofessional.
The information is we are going to make a virement of 5 billion and remain with 10 billion. This 5 billion is going to do all that I've talked about. 10 billion, we are going to use it to buy food so that our communities that are affected can have something to eat.
Where does she derive all this bravery, energy and level of tolerance? It all centers on how she kickstarts her day with physical fitness. By so doing, she is able to physically and mentally nourish her body and spirit to do what she loves doing, delivering national service. Robinah Nabbanja is also the woman member of parliament for Kakumiro district. Henry Okrut, UBC.